Hi, everyone. Eric Reynolds with your Fox 10 News Now update. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention postponing now a decision on how to move forward with the Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine. The CDC says that it doesn't have enough information on whether to recommend changes on who should receive the vaccine. Now, this all comes one day after the FDA and the CDC suspended the use of the vaccine, following reports of a series of rare blood clots in at least 6 patients, all of whom are women. The CDC says that investigations are underway to determine if the blood clots were in fact linked to the shot. Meantime, we're also hearing from a woman who says that her nephew had a stroke just hours after getting the J&J vaccine. Now, she believes the vaccine is to blame. Celeste O'Keefe's 43-year-old nephew, Brad Malagari, is in a neurological ICU in New Orleans. He's paralyzed on his right side, and O'Keefe says that the healthy father of 7 was having a stroke just 4 hours after getting the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine.
He didn't jump out of a plane that day. He didn't eat anything different. He took the vaccine. That was the contributing factor, I believe, for him having the stroke.
The Mississippi Department of Public Health sent us this statement saying, quote, "The Mississippi State Department of Health is saddened to hear about the recent illness of Mr. Malagari and wishes him well. The agency is certainly investigating the situation. It is difficult, if not impossible, to assign a cause and effect at this time. It is important to note that strokes are not associated with this vaccine. Instead, a rare clotting syndrome has been identified." The Mobile County Health Department, meantime, announcing more vaccine clinics this week. 2 are scheduled for tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, one is happening at Mary G. Montgomery High School. The other one is at the BC Rain High School. Pfizer vaccines will be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. Now, no appointment is needed. The clinic will be open to those 16 and older. Tragedy on the roads, a crash on Moffett Road claiming 2 lives. The crash happened around 6 yesterday evening near the Wolf Ridge Road intersection. Mobile police say that 4 vehicles, including a UPS truck, which was pulling a trailer, were involved in the crash. Now, according to police, the 2 victims who died were in the same car. Police tell us that the driver died at the scene. They say that a child was rushed to the hospital, but sadly didn't make it either. We're told the driver of the UPS truck suffered minor injuries. No word yet on the victims' names. Again, wet roads believed to be a factor in the crash.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Tracker report, and here's a look at the Storm Tracker radar just before 4:30 in the morning, and rain and storms have returned. We finally got them to leave us last night, and now in the early morning hours they have come back with heavy rain and lightning, and they're all moving in a west to east direction, and a lot of the rain rates are significant. Some of the strongest storms are to the south of Interstate 10. Dauphin Island getting pounded with heavy rain, lightning. Fort Morgan, you're seeing the same. There's even hail embedded inside those storms, and you got very nasty storms in southern Mobile County, Grand Bay, Biola Battery, south of Theodore and Irvington, and around Pascagoula you got massive amounts of lightning. These storms are going to keep marching their way southward, and we're going to see a lot of them fading out by the time we get to midday and into the afternoon. But once this cluster of storms is over with, we have another one east of Alexandria to deal with. Thankfully, by the time that one passes by, our afternoon and our evening will be considerably drier. So if you have afternoon plans or evening plans for this Thursday, things are going to look a lot better across the Gulf Coast. Severe weather risk zone, just like it was yesterday, a level 1 out of 5, mostly for locations south of Atmore. That means severe weather possible but not probable. You may run into some hail or gusty winds, and of course heavy rain and lightning will be the main threats with these storms. Let's go through the weather headlines for your Thursday. This morning, rain likely. This afternoon, rain moves out. Then as we head in toward the long-range forecast, we continue to see rain possibilities through Saturday and finally drying out on Sunday. So let's go through the futurecast. Here's all the rain and storms we've got this morning. We will continue to see more moving from west to east all the way through mid-morning, and then notice by the time we get to midday, the coverage of the showers and storms begins to diminish, and as we progress in toward 3 o'clock school pickup time, most spots end up going dry. You may even get a few peaks mix of sun for the second half of the day, and your Thursday evening should be quiet. Here's how the next 7 days stack up. Very wet today, very wet on Saturday. Highs will be in the low 70s. Notice by Sunday and next week, we will be considerably drier. The high temperatures will be in the mid to low 70s each afternoon. Mornings even get down into the low 50s early next week. We'll talk more weather throughout the day right here on Fox 10 News Now.